It's raining. We did 22 miles yesterday. We have 18 miles to do today. I just want to go back to sleep.
Another beautiful rainy day on the Appalachian Trail. Yeehaw. This ain't no pain, no rain, no Maine. We've had the pain, we've had the rain. We got Maine. We still got rain. I'll tell you something. If you don't get yourself an umbrella before doing a thru hike, you are out of your mind, man. These umbrellas are literally worth their weight in gold. I'm so happy I have one now. Because it's not really cold this morning. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's probably in the high 50s. But without an umbrella, like for example, while I was breaking down the tent, man, is this the trail? While I was breaking down the tent, I didn't have the umbrella, right? It's just in my rain gear. And that rain soaking into your back just makes the rain jacket cold. And I immediately started getting cold. So, well, that's just me. Most people don't get cold as easily as I do. But regardless, if it was cold outside, man, you'd be pretty miserable. For example, in the Smokies, man, I wish I had this thing in the Smokies. God, I wish I had an umbrella in the Smokies. I would have made that day that we hiked out of the Smokies so much better. So much better. Oh, while I'm thinking about rain gear, I did say early on, I was going to bring my rain socks back. I totally forgot about those things. Man, now I'm so close to the end where it just doesn't even matter anymore now. But we've had good weather. Had we had a lot of rain going through New Hampshire and whatnot, I would have definitely had them sent back. Mouser's up ahead, so no worries. She kind of had something weird happen yesterday. She pulled a pork chop on me. No. Pork chop, don't get mad at me. Love you, man. But we're hiking. She was probably, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet behind me. And I hear her fall. So I go back there and ask her what happened. And she was like, I don't know. I don't remember. I was like, man, that's kind of weird. You guys remember Pork Chop passed out a couple of times on his hike. That kind of worried me a little bit. I was like, did you trip? She said, I don't know. I kind of think she passed out because she hit her head. She hit her temple on something. Which, really makes me think she blanked out for a second. I'm kind of worried about that a little bit. Hopefully she doesn't have Lyme or anything like that. Something I'm doing different today, since it's so flat. I just put my trekking poles up so that I can walk with my hands in my pockets. Because my hands are cold, man. Wet hands in the wind. Whew. My hands are cold. So that's what I'll be doing. Hopefully I don't trip on these roots and land on my face. Let's do a quick gear review. Water filters. So the Cat and IV Free. I said I loved it before. And I still love it now. By a long shot. I think it's much better than a Sawyer. However, if I had a thru hike again, I would just go with a Sawyer. For one, because it's cheaper, and two, most importantly, it's just you can find that thing anywhere. It's kind of aggravating when your Catadine gets real slow, or if you have a hole in your bag, which I never got a hole in my bag. Amy did, but it was so small that it was just like a little prick. So it really didn't even make a difference. But if something happens to it, you're pretty limited as to where you can get one from. You can always just order one from REI and they'll ship it wherever. It's just kind of a hassle. So, even though the Catadine's my favorite, if I was gonna start over next year at Springer, I would just start with the Sawyer full size. I've heard a lot of bad things about the micro, and everybody knows the minis are slow. And man, I'm seeing it now. Holy cow, it's slow. So since I'm like 80% sure that I broke our water filters by flushing the crap out of them. So we haven't been using them just because we don't want to get Giardia here last week. But so Katie, wonderful Katie, had a Sawyer Mini that she found in a hiker box or something. I don't know. It was a used one. But she gave it to us, and that's what we're using now. And holy cow, is that thing slow, man. It's just like the Catadine Be Free on its worst day, every day. But at least it's filtering. Anyways, yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. I'd go with the Sawyer full size. I would not use a bladder. I would just do the 2 smart water bottles. Man, I might not even do 2. I might just do 1. Cause like y'all know, I use a Gatorade bottle. And in Georgia, I would only have 1 liter bottle in my Gatorade bottle. And then getting into, where was it? Virginia. I'll go later on into Virginia. I'd probably pick up an extra bottle. Cause that's where you start getting into those like 15-mile stretches of no water. And I still wouldn't carry 2 liters. Man, 2 liters is a lot of water for me. Is that almost 4.5 pounds? Oh, thank you. Anyways, that's that. Rambled on long enough. Oh, so another thing. So since I sent my stove home, I don't have coffee anymore. What I do is I use caffeine pills, and I've done that for a long time now. And pretty much any day that I get on here and I just ramble on like this, it's because I took a caffeine pill and my brain's working on overdrive. So that's always an option if you don't want coffee, or like the way I used it initially was, if I didn't have time to make coffee, or if I run out of coffee, I would just take a caffeine pill. And I like the name brand one better. It's like Vivian or Vivri, I can't remember what the name was. It looks like Vivian, but I don't think it's Vivian. Anyways, bought that, and I bought the off-brand one in the past. And for some reason, the name brand one seems like it works better. I don't know, maybe I just have expensive taste, I don't know. But that's what I use out here. And it works great, especially the days that like I'm really dragging, I just don't want to hike at all. I pop one of those bad boys, and within 5 minutes I'm cooking, man. Let's get it. Had to use it yesterday. Yesterday we had our like 23 miles or something like that. Had like a mountain at the end, which I thought was gonna be hard, but it was actually easy. Regardless, I took one of those and put my headphones in, turned music on super loud. God, I could have had a dinosaur screaming behind my ear and I wouldn't have heard it, much less a bear. I don't really worry about bears anymore. After running into several bears, like a quickly realize that these black bears, they don't want anything to do with you. They may want your food. Oh, while we're talking about bears, notice most of these people that are out here that nag about bear hangs and whatnot, a lot of them do the crappiest bear hangs, okay? If you're gonna hang a bear bag, don't hang it 2 feet from the trunk. That's just like waving a flag for a bear. If you're gonna hang it right. It's so easy to hang. But people get lazy and finding trees. And like I see it all the time. It's either super low or right next to a trunk. I saw one guy who hung his bear bag on a tree trunk about 4 feet off the ground, and like right on the tree trunk, and that's his bear right next to his tent. Now I don't know what that guy was hanging for. He couldn't be mice. I'm sure a mouse can get up there, up against a tree trunk like that. And then obviously a bear can get it. Maybe he just figured if a bear's gonna come around, he can have his food. He just doesn't want the bear coming in the tent. Man, I cannot see a black bear tearing into your tent to get your food while you're in there. Yeah, if you put your food in your tent and you leave, yeah, I can see it happening then. But those bears don't want anything to do with people. That's just my opinion on it. Everybody's got theirs. There's really no point in sitting here and arguing, but that's my view on it. It's cold, isn't it?
Alright, so after an 18-mile day in the rain, waking up in the rain, walking in the rain.
Was it 18 or 17?
It was 18. We are in our room at Shaw's hostel. It's a pretty basic room. Bed. That's about it.
That's not true. There's a chair over there.
There's a chair over there.
There's a table right here.
There's a table. I didn't even know there was a table.
Yeah, you stay over on your side. We got a trash can. We have beautiful art. I mean, this is nice. Oh, look at this feather up above our heads. We got the peacock up there. This is nice.
We got our laundry done. We went and ate some deli sandwiches. And now we're both laying in the bed just relaxing. I don't want to do anything but relax.